Okay, so I'm going to show you real quick how to make an APA style table, mostly directly through SPSS. I'm not sure what the oldest version is that this will work for SPSS, but if you have the most current version through the school, it should work, because that's what I'm using. So we pick the table that you want to use, right click, go to edit content in viewer. This title of the table turns black, and then right click again, go to table looks, and you have these two options for APA. One sans serif, and I believe that the font that SPSS chooses for this is Arial. And then you have Times Roma, which is Times New Roman. It doesn't matter which one you choose, but all your tables will have to be in the same font. So totally personal preference, but keep your tables consistent. I like the look of sans serif for tables, so that's what I'm going to pick. And then it changes the table for you. So there are still some things that will have to change, but we'll do that in Word. So I'm going to copy and paste. One quick note, you do have to click outside of the table before you can copy it, so that if you don't, it will try to copy like the cell that you click in to do the copy. It's just click out of the table and then copy it. Anyway, so the first thing, we need to remove the statement of the dependent variable. That doesn't go in a ANOVA table. I'm just going to remove the whole row. Instead of source, I'm going to change it to variable. I'm going to remove this row, or sorry, this column, because it's not meaningful for most of the output that most of the groups are doing for their two-way ANOVA. DF I'm going to keep. Mean square I'm going to remove, because if you're doing the ANOVA table, I'm kind of making an assumption here, but you're probably only looking to show the degrees of freedom, the F value, and the significance. So those are the three that I'm going to keep, which means that I need to move all this over. I could split the title column to make it easier so that I could actually delete the columns, but I'm being difficultly lazy and just moving the columns over, and making the ones that I don't want smaller. We also have to delete some of the rows. So the corrected model and the intercept, we don't care about. So I'm going to delete those. And then the corrected total, I don't care about that either for this. I'm going to remove this. If you want a note, it would have to be something like this. And it would probably be something about significance. So For this, I'm just gonna say none of the variables or interactions were significant predictors for the I forget what I was measuring. The dependent variable. You don't need a note. If you're looking to add something informative, then go ahead and give a note. But for the most part, tables don't really need a note. Since I deleted the last row, I need to put in the bottom border. And I am also going to have to put the meaningful variable names rather than the variable label that I gave them in SPSS. So I'm going to change this to compassion, this to individuality, and this to compassion by individuality. And then the only thing that it's missing is the table number, which should be in Times New Roman. And that's an ANOVA 2x2 ANOVA table, letting SPSS do most of the work. If you want to see how to do it all in Word, check out that video.